Thanks, Jono.
We know it is Valentine's Day, and maybe you or someone you know, like Joe and also Johnny, needs some last-minute hints on Valentine's Day presents, but also flowers. Well, our favourite flower expert, Geraldine Darcy, has that sorted. And let's welcome her back to Studio 10. Geraldine, welcome back. We all love flowers, but Johnny was mentioning earlier, still haven't got the flowers sorted.
I kind of forgot this morning, so I need some help. Can you help me out
All right,
here?
well, look, in future, next Valentine's Day, can please support your local florist and duck down there, and you can order early, but if you've left it to the last minute, I'm going to show you how to make a gorgeous little bouquet in your cart. So what I want you to do is to have a pair of scissors. I always have a pair of scissors in my cart.
Right.
Do you want to make one with me?
Yes, please.
That's great. All right, OK. So you go down to your local service station or your supermarket, and I want you to get all your flowers in the same colour to start with, because that'll make it look more luxuriant. It'll make it look like you've spent a fortune, OK? So I went down...
Do you want to cut some of these up?
Yeah, so if we can just open these up, actually, that'd be great. So I found some roses. Look for the freshest ones you can get. So we're going for quantity of colour. You don't necessarily have to have quantity of type. And I've gone for red because it's Valentine's Day.
Yep.
And I found some at my local supermarket and service station. I found some nice roses, some chrysanthemums, and some tulips, and also, what else did I find? Some Peruvian lilies.
Peruvian lilies.
So they're really lovely. Now, some of them look a bit sad, so we don't want the sad ones, but we'll recycle those and put those in the compost bin, OK? We'll do that, all right? Well, something like that. And we need some greenery as well, because that makes things look a little nicer.
So where can you get this from?
OK, so if you've got some magnolia or some hedging, you can cut some off. Don't nick it from the neighbours, OK?
How much is something like this going to cost me, though?
This is going to probably cost you on the last minute on Valentine's Day on the way home, probably about $20 or $30.
20 or 30. I could do it 20
So you can probably do that. So I got some roses, so I found some that weren't too bad. So we're going to grab some of those. So if, Johnny, if you want to grab your rose and your magnolia.
Yep.
And we're going to
Which
make...
one's a magnolia?
Oh, this one, your leaves over here, OK?
Yeah, of course.
So a bit of greenery, and we're going to put the rose up the top, because they're the stars, so we want those up the top. Now, I only got 6, so we're only going to get 3 each, so there's 2 more for you.
Thank you.
Why are roses so popular on Valentine's Day?
Roses are popular because they are precious and beautiful.
Just like love.
Look, they are just like love. Look, you're experienced. That's great. Let's get them around, but let's have them above the foliage a bit, and a bit more of the red as well, maybe a little bit round the outside.
Yeah,
so grab a couple of those tulips. I've bought double of what you need. But what you're looking at, Johnny, is keeping them up the top here and not worrying about the bottom.
And what about popping?
And look, this is a little bit sad, the green. So we get rid of all this foliage. We don't want all that extra foliage. You're doing such a great job.
And what's a good way to wrap it?
Look, I'd
Cellophane?
say no.
OK.
Get rid of the wrapping, recycle it. Naked flowers are really, really popular at the moment because we don't want all of that stuff. And it actually is called naked flowers. So we're going to just put a ribbon around it.
Oh, that's
Johnny,
beautiful.
you're doing so well with that. Maybe some chrysanthemums around yours as well?
Yeah.
Around the outside?
So is in naked meaning no packaging or wrapping around it?
No wrapping around it. And this is a little bit of hedging as well around there. There you go, Johnny. It's starting to look nice.
Oh, wow.
OK.
Look at this.
And a little bit more around there. And it looks a bit lusher like this.
That's
Happy
gorgeous.
Valentine's Day,
OK. And just,
hopefully she's not watching so you can take them home.
Just fanning them out a little bit. And then your ribbon. OK, now you can make a ribbon, but a little bit of a pre-made ribbon looks really, really nice. And you can pick one of those up at your supermarket or your service station as well.
And can I quickly ask, we mentioned before, you know, roses are the kind of flower of love. Are there any other ones that are special for Valentine's Day?
Those of you who might want to be saying I love you with flowers, you could be sharing red roses, of course, but you can also try red carnations. They're around at the moment. And an Australian native, you could be using Australian native passion flower. Those of you who'd like to marry somebody or would like to ask them to marry you, you could use grevillea, lysianthus, or wild roses as well. To say I love you forever, orange Blossom would be a really good one, and also magnolia as well is a one. It was about
I
longevity.
didn't know that about magnolias. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
because it's a flower that lasts for a very, very long time, and it's been on Earth for a long time. So that's why it means I love you forever.
And there is
Winning.
plenty more wonderful information to find out on the language of flowers. Sherilyn has created beautiful information cards, and you can get all the details at rockpoolpublishing.com.au. You are a superstar. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Happy Valentine's
Sherilyn, thank
Day.
you. Happy Valentine's Day. Absolutely.